Millennials overtake every age group as the world's largest generation. So the question is, what does this mean to you? Do you see opportunity? Who will continue to serve this aging generation? Millennials are going to be the largest employed individuals by 2025, leading about 75% of the people in the workforce across the globe. So if we don't focus our attention on ways to connect with this fastest and largest growing demographic or generation, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. And what they're all on is social media. And as industry leaders, it is our responsibility to make sure that we fill this gap and allow others to continue the fruits that this industry has given us. As a matter of fact, as I see this room, I see some empty chairs. I challenge you respectfully, that if there's an empty seat next to you, you focus the next time we get together that you've got one more person to fill that chair with you, and we fill this place. Do I have your support?
Yes.
I love it. How's your energy? Everyone feeling good? So let me talk about some characteristics and what we're going to learn about this millennial generation. We're going to find proven ways to engage with them on their platforms. And using social media strategy, I want you to have takeaways that's going to allow you to strategically connect with this group. Over 2 billion millennials were born from 1979 to 2000. 2 billion millennials worldwide. We're the tech generation. Or some know us as maybe the app generation. Imagine that. Shared apps. It is because of the millennials that Uber has been successful. We share cars. Or better yet, Airbnb. We share homes. And most recently, we share workspaces. Where's Thailand? Beach Hub in Thailand. Right? Or Car Concept in Vietnam.
Yes.
I saw a lot of workplaces that are starting to grow, that are shared workspace. Plus, most are struggling in income. One, they're unemployed, and the other is they have so much debt from college, from school. So they're looking for opportunity. They need opportunity. Some characteristics about the millennial candidates. One, we aspire. You know, most individuals, especially back home, here I see a little different, but in the United States, millennials are recognized as being lazy. Are we lazy? I know a lot of older individuals that are lazy too, right? But you know, we aspire. What I mean by that is about 7 out of 10 millennials, when they were surveyed, they aspire to become a mid-level or senior level manager within the next 10 years with the organization that they join. They want to grow. They're innovators. They're all about being creative and progressive with the company they work with. And I want to share with you, if you are leading your company or your team and you are not engraved in social media, you are missing the boat because they are spending over 4 hours a day on their phones. I see many of you on your phones right now, which all that does is it reinforces the importance of what I'm talking to you about. We're compassionate. Our goal is to be here for the mission, not the recognition. It's about the purpose over the paychecks. So working with companies that care about the community, that put together campaigns, not only about income, is very unique with this generation. Plus, we're expressive. We have our own style. It's not always about just wearing the suit, the traditional way of doing business anymore. We want to be unique. We want to have our own brand, as Phil just mentioned that. Awesome presentation, by the way, Phil. And we're tech revolutionaries. 4 out of 5 millennials own a smartphone. This device right here has captured our attention like no other device before. We're actually going through a huge fundamental shift right now. Because of the smartphone, nothing has been created this powerful ever since the print press, or better yet, a copy machine. That's how significant this is. And people are undermining or underestimating its value. And I know why. I've been fortunate to learn the business from an older generation that taught me about hard work ethic, to not quit, to do everything you need to do to be successful. But one thing that I've recognized is that they are also placing their personal view of technology on business. And we are living in a new era. The stakes are very high. I don't think there's ever been a better opportunity to build business than we are right now because of this change globally. I know this from experience because for the last 2 years with the firm that I'm with, we have tripled essentially our growth or the pace of our growth versus the previous place not applying these techniques. So they're proven methods. Some proven ways to engage with millennials to learn more about your organization. We're living through a great divide between headliners and practitioners. And what we focus our energy and our team spends time on is grabbing attention. It's all about attention. The reason why we focus on attention is because before we can tell you about how wonderful our opportunity is, we need your attention, correct? So one way we do that is we show more and we say less. So what do I mean by show more and say less? We encourage in numbers, and we also strive for what's called viral recognition. By showing more and saying less, when it comes to social media, we focus on a lot of visuals versus a lot of written words. Pictures will send a message 5 times quicker than someone to read the words. And with the evolution of social media being so quick, now we actually do a lot of video content. We do stories. You know, as you walk around, you see a lot of people holding their phones like this, talking to themselves, doing stories, right? Doesn't that look funny? It's kind of weird, right? But this is the direction that the millennials are going. And one thing that I've recognized that we're having a trouble adapting this into our industry is for really 2 reasons. One is our belief systems, and the second is our habits. As Mr. Chris Noonan said yesterday, it's about focusing on your positive habits. Can I challenge you briefly regarding your habits? Let's do a quick exercise real quick. Let me put this down. If I can actually have you stand, let's get some participation going on. If I can have you stand, and I want to show you real quickly how we can incorporate a habit mentally. And I need you to pay close attention so there's no cheating. And I'll give you time to take pictures and video. But if I can have you stand and hold your hands out just like this, like I am, and we did some of this morning, but when I say 1, you don't do it now, let me show you. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, clap, then do this. Okay. All right. You guys look really confident. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3. Let me share that with you. See, I was going really slow. It must have been the interpreter. I probably tricked him too. See, right there, I just showed you how quickly to embed a habit. And what we do in our organization, we make it a habit to share what we do on social media. Because that's how we want to connect with the future workforce. We're grabbing their attention. Let's do one more, see if maybe you can get me this time. I want you to hold your hands like this and simply cross your fingers. You cross your fingers. How many people have their right thumb over their left thumb? Right thumb over your left thumb. That means that you're very confident and very sexy. How many people have their left thumb over their right thumb? Oh, that means you're very smart and multi-millionaire. Do you want the sexy
Để ngược
Feels
lại,
kind of funny, right?
ngược lại khó cực.
Welcome to the world of social media. That's why you haven't adapted and embraced to this. Because it doesn't feel normal. And we grow when we're uncomfortable. Don't let this opportunity pass you. And I thank Gama for placing such a significance to allow us to talk about this. Thank you for your participation. Thank you. Wow, wonderful, thank you. So I have your attention. Great. Encourage in numbers. What do I mean by encourage in numbers? This is our team. We get our team involved in social media. Every week we spend 2 hours, 2 days a week at the table like this in our offices with our laptops open, our cell phones open, and we share posts and discussions. And we take the top posts, and as a team, we send them everywhere. And what do you think happens in the community when people open their cell phones in the morning before they brush their teeth and they see 50 people putting the same picture and talking about how exciting it is? They want to be part of that excitement. We actually share our culture publicly before they even come into our office. They know what our office looks like. They know who our executive team is. They know who our top producer is. Because when you're proud of your culture, you share it with others. Right? I believe in a very simple rule. So if you're new to this social media, if I can help and make it very easy for you, my rule is culture creates content. What that means is simply if you're proud of what you do in your culture, share it with others. And if you're not, then maybe you can fix that. So when we put the post, how do we share it? How do we spread it? We use a lot of hashtags. Our company is known for using the hashtag #BePresent. Is everyone present with me right now? Whoa. Is everyone present with me right now? Yeah. That's right. We need to learn to give that energy every single day to what we do for it to grow at the magnitude that we deserve it to grow at. So here's some hashtags that we can use. Some of these will apply to you. Legacy. Don't we live legacy? Aren't we all grateful? Hustle hard. We work hard. Leadership. That's what this room is filled with. Level up. Agent life. We know what the agent life is like. Let's let other people see it. In between appointments, you get a coffee, show it to them. In between appointments, you go see a friend, show it to them. Insurance. What we do. Expectations. Gama, my favorite, Gama, right? Can I get a go, Gama? 1, 2, 3.
Go, Gama, go!
Wow, that sounds good. LAMP 2018, now hiring. Yes, we're hiring. Because if we're not hiring, we're firing. 1099 business, scale forward, all mindset. Everything is mindset. And I hope to change your mind when it comes to social media. Viral recognition. These are all the different platforms. But before all of these, let me see if there's laser. Yeah, right. Ooh, ooh. Before all of these, there used to just be one. People remember Friendster? Or MySpace?
Oh, God.
Now, it's like this and growing. And you know what? I'm the only one who has Weibo. Anybody on Weibo? No? This is China's biggest social media, Weibo. Owned by Sina Corporation. I'm serious. I don't know how, but I'm serious. So, how do our teams engage with each other and what platforms do we use? We use some stuff like GroupMe or Slack. These are programs that brings our team together internally. We share ideas. It's like WhatsApp. We use WhatsApp. And we exchange ideas, we exchange pictures in the field. When someone's successful, we share it. And then when our agency sees it, they share it with their teams. And no one can keep up with this. Because what most people are still doing is they're sending out newspapers, magazine ads, they're putting commercials on TV. But when was the last time you went and got a magazine and started reading it? When was the last time you saw a TV commercial and you started watching it? You were on your phone during the commercial. So we got your attention. And the companies that learn how to master employing attention will win. And no one can stop those companies who adapt quickest to deploy this information, to deploy this attention. And the quickest or the sooner to adapt, the further ahead you will be than your competitors. Instead of competing, we gotta create. You gotta create. Here's some posts that I wanna show you what it looks like from what we do. If you're wondering what does it look like, simple. A team that's happy, peace of mind. Shiva, wonderful dancer, our partner. Chris, he's taking flowers to his client. Have some coffee at work. Regular stuff. But a lot of people hate going to work and they don't know that this is what we do. They think insurance is boring. They think you're sitting there filling out papers. Why? Because the millennials, they're not looking to buy insurance right now. So they don't know the value of what we do out there. It's amazing. Attracting millennials through social media. You gotta first create. I just shared with you some specific ways you can create, and everyone has so much material from just this conference that you could use. Then you gotta plan. Go find your key partners, get together and start planning these ideas. Then execute. And after you execute, measure. Look at the results. It's okay if you fail as long as you fail forward and you don't stop. This is not a short-term opportunity. The ones that see this for the long term, just like our industry, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Those will win. Those will lead. How do you create your millennial candidate profile? How do you know who to attract? Find the millennials that are in your team right now and ask about what they like to do. Find their hobbies. Find their favorite places to go. Find what attracts them when they're reading online, what material they're going through. And what they're doing, so are their friends. And you could start to strategically promote your material using all those social media platforms to get their attention. Then you get the internal buy-in. This is a culture shift for our company. For our industry, we saw it as a culture shift. So when people come in, they're surprised that we take a video or a picture of us in the office. They wonder why. Why on Monday when we're making phone calls, we're taking a picture of it? Because we want to show how fun it is to make phone calls. It's not fun, but you make it look fun. Executing your recruiting strategy. As many of these platforms, take the top 3 to begin. Maybe the first one, and start to engage. Start to deploy. You'll get feedback from your followers. And a lot of people might not like or follow, but they're watching. They're looking. You got their attention. Then measuring your results. These are some of the tools that you can use to measure the outcome. They run the data. What do we want to do on measuring? We want to find out which post got the most engagement. We want to identify maybe which post had the most amount of people go to our website. We want to identify at what time specifically did that age group start to look at our material. These are all key indicators that we use, and we strategically move them around until we perfect the system. And once we perfect it, social media is adapted to something new, to something else. And we just try to keep up with that. So you got to start creating instead of competing. Let's take a moment real quickly. If I can actually maybe help all of you get your first post that can start recruiting today. Are you willing to join me in doing that? Wonderful. Let's grab our phones out, and right here, this slide, we can go ahead and make it look like we're all together at a conference, because we are. Take a picture of this slide and simply put it up on Facebook, Instagram, or your favorite social media. Use the word Gamatize, hashtag Gamatize, and put the words, we brought our team to LAMP Asia 2018, who wants to join us next year? Ready? And go. I'm kidding. I won't change the slide. And then you put hashtag Gamatize. Let me tell you what we're going to do with that. There's about 3, 4, maybe 500 people at this conference. Maybe even more. But by looking up this hashtag Gamatize after this conference, you can start to follow and connect with everyone in here, and you immediately found almost half a dozen or half a thousand friends just like that. And we work together. We work together and we grow this. Because as leaders, it's our responsibility to develop more leaders. And you can't do that without recruiting. I'm a big believer that recruiting is the answer. We use that acronym, RITA. Recruiting is the answer. The new agents come in, and when we say RITA, they don't even know. They're looking for somebody. They think it's our administrator. But anytime you're having trouble, if the production is low, if the energy is low, recruiting brings more production. Recruiting brings more energy. And it reinforces and reminds why you got into the business, who recruited you into the business. And our goal is to serve and to pay it forward. And if we fail forward. This is a picture of our team. After our grand opening, first year, we got together. I just want to share with you what our culture and our guys and our team looks like. This was the beginning for us. And I get sometimes emotional looking at this because even though it's been a short while, just seeing where it's going because of these strategies, it's hard to embrace that emotion. But I want to leave you with this. I want to share with you that this world doesn't wait for anybody. And technology is going to continue to advance, and it's going to consistently put us in places that are going to be challenging our comfort zones. And there's only going to be two types of people. There's going to be those that adjust, and then those that get left behind. At the end of the day, it's going to be your choice. I want to share with you that I'm blessed to have traveled across many destinations, and I have never felt the amount of humility, generosity, and hospitality that the Asian culture and people have showed me. I want to thank you so much, and I just hope that when you come to the United States, we treat you as half as kind as you have treated myself and our team. Thank you, Bonnie, Gama International, Mr. Noonan, Amir. I don't want to miss any names, but the leadership who's made this possible, and of course, Mr. Kelly Kidwell. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Sina. Thank you. We welcome you. Come back and dance with us anytime, yeah?